ado, I would like to introduce to you Brielle Thomas, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Royalty of Courts candidates. Your first Queen candidate is Stephanie Carlos Oliveros. Steph is the daughter of Jose Carlos and Marlene Oliveros. Today, she's being escorted by her little brother, Daniel. When asked who her hero is, she responded, "My hero would be my older sister, Vesia. She's been there for me whenever I need her, and is the best older sister I could ask for. I rarely ever say it. I appreciate her deeply and truly love her. She's helped me grow into the person I am today, and I will forever be thankful for all that she does for me. Vesia, you are the best. I hope you know that, and I will forever cherish being your younger sister. Also, I hope you know that even though you're older, I am taller." You know, my first impression of Steph was correct. After just one solitary class period in my speech class, I thought she was not only smart, but a total smart aleck. I could also tell she was a multi-talented young woman. What I didn't see at the time, but because it became abundantly clear as the semester progressed, was what a genuinely sweet and wonderful young woman she is. To this day, it still brings a smile to my face when I see her, even if it's just to pop her big head through my door to tell me how much she doesn't miss me. Now that she's a senior, I guess it's only fair for me to admit, I'm gonna miss you, Bonehead. During her time in the halls of Troy, she's played volleyball for 4 years, soccer for 4 years. She's been a member of NEHS for a year, AFS for 1 year, Link Crew for 2 years, and Stugo for a year. She's made honor roll all 4 years, second team All Shawnee County, and gotten honorable mention in the All Centennial League. When she was little, she wanted to be a bagger at Dillon's. After graduating from Topeka High, she plans to attend Washburn. She'd like to be remembered as someone who is always smiling. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephanie Carlos Oliveros. Your first King candidate is Stuart Campbell. He's the son of Melanie Stewart Campbell and Matt Campbell. He's escorted by his sister, Paloma Campbell. When asked who his hero is, he responded, "My parents are my heroes because they've always been there for me and would do anything for me." About Stuart, Mr. Cruz wrote, "What can you say about Stuart Campbell, also known as Stu?" Today, we admit Stuart is kind, loves sports, music, involved in helping others, and is always willing to challenge himself to make himself and others better. I remember his freshman year, seeing this young man looking up to people around him. But by his sophomore year, at this growth spurt, we were looking up to him. Who knew that drumline and that Stuart had so many hidden talents, from academics to sports to leading the drumline to his love of music. Stuart is a Trojan and does what Trojans do. His involvement at THS, with all he does, makes me admire this young man, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for him. I was honored to be a small part of his life, and I appreciate and admire the Trojan spirit he carries with him in and out of the halls of Troy. Congratulations, Stuart. This is an honor well deserved, and I wish you the best in whatever you decide to do with your life. Hoy hoy, mighty Troy. During his time at Topeka High, he's run cross country all 4 years, been a member of band and drumline all 4 years, played baseball and basketball for 2 years. years, run track for 2 years, and been a member of Link Crew and NHS. When he was a little boy, he wanted to be a train conductor. After graduating from Topeka High, he plans to attend the University of Central Missouri to study music production. He likes to be remembered as someone who is cool to everybody and get along with everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Stuart Campbell. Your second Queen candidate is Mia Rios. Mia is the daughter of Mendo Rios. She's escorted by her mother. When asked who her hero is, she responded, "My mom. She works so hard and struggles sometimes, but has always given me everything I ever wanted. She's lost a lot and gives so much. She's always been there for me, and she will always be on my side when I complain about stuff." About Mia, Ms. Reynolds wrote, "Mia is one of the kindest people I know. She's incredibly thoughtful and appreciative of the people in her life. She's quick to help and doesn't ask for anything in return. And anyone who has seen her transform herself to match the spirit themes at games this year knows that she absolutely loves Topeka High." During her time in the halls of Troy, Mia has been a member of orchestra, yearbook, co-editor-in-chief of the newspaper, Link Crew, and worked as dive manager. When she was a little girl, she wanted to be a ballet teacher. After graduating from Topeka High, she plans to go to nursing school at Washburn. When asked, she said she'd like to be remembered as someone who was always happy and always has a joke. Ladies and gentlemen, Mia Rios. Your second King candidate is Dominic Delgado. Dom is the son of Olivia Delgado and Sean Lester. He's being escorted by his mother, Olivia Delgado. When asked who his hero is, he responded, "My hero is my mom, because she's had me and my brother at a very young age. Many people said it would be best to give up on me and Mal, but instead, she took a challenge and dominated. She did all of her schooling and went to college and is now a registered nurse. Thank you, Mom, for not giving up on us. Thank you for working so hard during rough times to make sure we had food, water, and a roof on top of our heads. I couldn't wish for a better mom to take care of me and my brother. I love you to the moon and back." About Dom, Ms. Cowan wrote, "Dominic Delgado has been an exemplary example of what it means to be a Topeka High Trojan. Whether it's been as a varsity member of the football, baseball, and dive teams, or as a student in class, Dom's school spirit shines through. I've known Dom since he was a freshman in honors English, and I've seen him grow into the polite and sincere young man that he is today. A member of AVID all 4 years, Dom exudes the individual determination that equals success in a classroom and in life in general. Dom's great attitude and enthusiasm that have been evident in the halls of Troy for all 4 years have not gone unnoticed. Congratulations, Dom." During his time at Topeka High, he's played football and baseball, run cross country, and done dive. He's been a part of TCALC, HOSA, BSU, InLink Crew, AVID, and taken AP and honors classes. When he asked what he wanted to be when he was little, he responded, "I always wanted to be in the medical field, so I wanted to be a surgeon when I was little." About what he plans to do after graduating from Topeka High, he responded, "If I don't play baseball after high school, I plan on going to Washburn for a couple years to do my recs, then go to KU to continue my career path to become an occupational therapist." He'd like to be remembered for being that student who was always energetic, outgoing, and was never afraid to embarrass himself. And a final note is for AVID class of 2025. Thank you for being my supportive family for the past 4 years. You all will shine like, ladies and gentlemen, Mal Delgado. Your third Queen candidate is Addison Vest. She's the daughter of Justin and Trisha Vest. She's being escorted by her brother, A.K. Vest. When asked who her hero is, she responded, "My parents. They've shaped the person I am today. They're my role models as well as my biggest support system, showing me every day that there are no limits to what's possible." About Addison, Mr. Cruz wrote, "Addison Vest is one of the kindest people you will ever meet. Her smile is contagious. She leads by example and reminds me of why I love teaching, and that is to meet and see students like her make the halls of Troy a better place." I knew Addison was special when I saw her come to band one day with a Cobra Kai t-shirt on, and then told me to let her know when I was going to wear mine, and we could be twinsies. She obviously has good taste in fashion, just like Mr. Cruz. Several of us teachers remind our students, we remember how you start and finish at Topeka High. And I can honestly say Addison has carried herself, her family, and her culture with nothing but respect and honor. Her kindness, smile, friendship, and loving spirit for others will be missed. Congratulations, Addison. I know you will make us Trojans proud. During her time in the halls of Troy, Addison has participated in band, yearbook, link crew, Mu Alpha Theta. She's been the clarinet squad leader and worked as yearbook photo chief. When she was a little girl, she wanted to be a Disney princess. After graduating from Topeka High, she plans to attend Washburn to study multimedia design and business. She'd like to be remembered as, quote, someone who genuinely cared about others and always tried to bring out the best in everyone around me. But most importantly, I want to be remembered as one of the most dedicated photographers here, someone who put their hearts into everything they did, and most of all, always delivered fire flicks. Ladies and gentlemen, Addison Vest. Your third King candidate is Malachi Delgado. Mal is the son of Olivia Delgado and Sean Lester. He's being escorted by his best friend, Nick Davis. When asked who his hero is, he responded, "My stepfather. He did everything for me and was there for me when I needed him. He felt like the true father I could ask for." About Malachi, Mr. Bennett wrote, "I've had the pleasure of teaching and coaching Malachi since his sophomore year. In that time, I've not seen a more dedicated student athlete except maybe for his brother, Don. He works hard to maintain good grades and works just as hard on the course or board. Malachi qualified for state in diving this year and took third at City. He'll be missed next year in the halls of Troy. During his time at Topeka High, he played 2 years of football, ran 1 year of cross country, worked 1 year as cross country manager, 2 years of dive, 3 or 4 years of baseball, and 1 year at BSU. When he was a little boy, he wanted to be a firefighter, but later on decided to become a veterinarian surgeon. After graduating from Topeka High, he plans to go to K-State to get his DVM, it's a Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. He'd like to be remembered as someone who always brought a smile to everyone's faces. Ladies and gentlemen, Mal Delgado. Your fourth Queen candidate is Jordan Jackson. Jordan is the daughter of Kim Jackson, Jake Jackson, and Jessica Hope. She's being escorted by her sister, Andrea. When asked who her hero is, she responded, "My hero is my older brother, Jalen. Even though we constantly butt heads, he's always been the first person I go to when I need advice about anything. He's such an educated man, and everything he says has some kind of philosophical meaning behind it. Even if he says something stupid like, in the movie Cars, do you think they have life insurance or car insurance? I say life insurance because they're cars. Yes, that's a real quote. Eventually he'll come up with a reason as to why that should be a life lesson and somehow connected to how I should never talk to strangers. In all seriousness, Jalen and I are a lot alike. He's one of the strongest people I know. He's been through so much life in so little time. That's what makes him wise beyond his years. His appreciation for life is something I truly admire and something everyone should experience at least once in their lifetime. I love you so much, J-Mo. Please never stop getting mad at me for making fun of your kid's size 5 feet. Jalen, also being a Morning Report alum, had a couple of things to say about Palma. He said, you gotta choose, man. Either it's gotta be a goatee, a beard, a clean shave. You can't stop cycling through the same 3 looks. Hope you enjoy that, Palma. I know you'll read this eventually. He's so clever. Personally, I don't think it's accurate when people say Jordan is a drama queen. It's just not true. She's not overly dramatic. Unless, of course, she's on the stage right there in one of those school drama productions. Or if it's slightly too warm in class and she breaks out one of her old school hand fans. Or if she's reviewing footage of herself for the Morning Report. Okay, so what? You know, she's a little over the top sometimes, but being a drama queen means even before the votes are counted, she's already a queen of sorts. That's your cue, Jordan. Act touched by these words. During her time in the halls of Troy, Jordan has been at theater for 4 years, Madrigal for 3 years, Rogue Choir for 3 years, Stugo for 1 year, and 3 years as a thespian officer. She's been in the Morning Report for 2 years, District Choir for 2 years, State Choir for 1 year, State Theater Performance for 1 year. When she was a little girl, she wanted to be an actress when I was little because anytime there was a camera around, I was the first to stick my face in and start singing or dancing. After graduating from Topeka High, she plans to continue her theater career in college by double majoring in theater performance and psychology. She still hasn't figured out where she wants to study. She'd like to be remembered as someone who helped others find humor in every situation, and as the girl who had the Impractical Joker skit, her senior quote of the yearbook. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Jackson. Your 4th King candidate is Adrian Soriano. He's the son of Ruben Soriano Barajas and Guadalupe Delgadillo, being escorted by them today. When asked who his hero is, he responded, my older sister, Lizette. She was there for me whenever I needed anything. She struggled through a lot growing up, and thanks to her struggles, she was able to help me through most of my problems that were similar to hers. She always has, and will always be, my favorite person. She's the reason I started getting involved in theater and other clubs. After all, P.S., don't let all of this boost your ego too much. We still have a beef to squash, Liz. About Adrian, Ms. Burr wrote, Adrian Soriano is a spirited teen with a remarkable sense of humor and comedic timing that lights up any room. His infectious personality makes everyone feel welcome, and he's always ready to bring a smile to others' faces. As a dedicated member of the IDEA committee, Adrian is passionate about creating a school culture where every individual feels accepted and embraced. Whether on stage or off, he consistently models inclusivity, kindness, and respect, showing that true leadership comes from fostering an environment where everyone belongs. Adrian's genuine commitment to making others feel valued shines through in everything he does. During his time at Topeka High, he's been involved in theater for 4 years, Link Crew for 2 years, Chess Club for 3 years, GSA for 3 years. He's been a thespian officer for 1 year and GSA officer for 2 years and is currently co-president of GSA. He's also been in Rogue Choir and Mandala Club for 1 year. When he was a little boy, he wanted to be a veterinarian. After graduating from Topeka High, he plans to attend Washburn University for 2 years and then transfer to Wichita State University to finish getting his bachelor's degree in musical theater and education. He wrote, if I'm lucky enough, I want to become a famous director. If I'm not so lucky, I want to teach theater to others, to share something that has been a huge part of my life. He'd like to be remembered as someone who was always there to listen to other people's problems, as well as someone who comforted others through difficult times. Also, as the kid who had one hell of an emo haircut for most of his life. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Soriano. Your fifth Queen candidate is Divine Moore. Divine is the daughter of Ronald Moore and Casey Moore. She's being escorted by her brother, Matt Kane Moore. When asked who her hero is, she responded, "My hero is Jesus and my siblings. With Jesus, I fixed my way of living and learned that my real miracle was connecting with him. My siblings have always been my best friends and the ones I look up to most. By the way, Mom and Dad, you guys are pretty cool too." Now, personally, I have to say, it's kind of silly. Divine likes to call herself Big D, even though no one else really calls her that. But I must say, Divine doesn't do anything in a small way. She goes big when she's in front of the camera for video production class. She goes big making a TikTok when she's supposed to be doing homework. In fact, she even goes big when a classmate needs a real friend or a grumpy old man just needs a laugh. So fine, I'll say it just this once, Divine. Congratulations on your nomination, Big T. During her time in the halls of Troy, Divine has played volleyball for 1 year, Spirit Club for 2 years, Avid for 4 years, and BSU for a year. When she was a little girl, she wanted to be an orthodontist to help others and make them feel more confident. After graduating from Topeka High, she plans to go to college and major in criminal justice to become a private investigator or something in that field, and of course to travel. She would like to be remembered as the girl who was full of compassion, love, and it's getting a number 7 with a Sprite and a Cookie from McDonald's. Ladies and gentlemen, Divine Moore. Your fifth King candidate is Julius White. Julius is the son of Crystal Schmidt. Today he's being escorted by his friend, Nicole Williams. When asked who his hero is, he responded, "My mom. She's always been a hard worker and shown me how to be one. She's a big part of who I am as a person today and has always pushed me to go for things I wanted or wanted to do. Has also taught me not to let people's opinions bother me too much. Thanks, Mom, and I love you." About Julius, Mr. Moore wrote, "Julius will do good in the world. He's one of the most genuine people I know. He always puts others before himself. He's an idea person and a great team player. His superpower is, quote, unique perspective." During his time at Topeka High, he's been a member of BSU for 3 years, serving for 2 years as president. He's done Stugo for 2 years, newspaper for 3 years, bowling for 1 year, Interact Club for a year, Trojan Cut for 3 years, and Trojan Theater for 3 years. When he was a little boy, he wanted to be a chemist. After graduating from Topeka High, he plans to attend Washington University and study forensic biology and pre-med with hopes of becoming a forensic pathologist. When asked, he said he'd like to be remembered as someone who was always a friendly person that people could talk to. Ladies and gentlemen, Julius White. All right, before we reintroduce our candidates, I want to remind you to report to Third Hour, and that's where you can vote. Look for the email to vote through 5-star. And now, to reintroduce your 2025 Royalty of Courts candidates, Stephanie Carlos Oliveros and Stuart Campbell.